If I can get a little bit shorter, it's perfect. I'm a little, like, just barely too tall now. 6'3", 6'2", ideal.
Right.
See, I'm a problem on planes because I'm big in the other direction. I'm wider.
Hey, listen, I am a rectangle. I understand.
built like a I don't even know, a linebacker.
A fridge.
A fridge.
Yeah. I'm a big
Xbox Series X.
I'm a big boy on a
Yes.
plane. I go up to the desk and I go, I'm in the middle seat. Can we not? And they just look at me and they go, yeah, we'll figure something out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of times that I have been able to finesse my way out of the middle seat by just looking at the person at the window seat, my preference, and I just go like, hey man, this is gonna be better for all of us if I can just have the window or the aisle. And usually somebody's like, yeah, I feel you.
See, that's the meta. You actually go to the gate before the flight, go up to the desk and just say, hey, so is there anything available? And then they just put you in the exit row and you don't pay anything. It's great.
Yeah.
I see a Clairen icon. I am excited.
So,
Which I'm pretty sure Rongunshu is a Clairen player, if I remember correctly.
yeah, the most common character in this top TK. Thanks for the raid, homie. The most common character in this top 64 seems to be Clairen and Fleet.
Great minds think alike.
Yep.
She did not get a ton of representation at the end of R1 just because other characters were better. I'm going to continue to call her low tier in the hopes that they just continue to buff her, but man, it's good to see.
No, do not buff this character. Screw that. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know who
she
Envy
needs
plays.
She needs it.
Yeah. Who does Envy
For
play?
whom?
You guys know?
What's up?
Who does Envy play?
Familiar with Envy.
I don't recognize the tag.
Unless this is the... What is that? Is that the...
Oh, Crag.
I want to say there's a tri-state player. Okay, different person.
Yeah.
Different person.
Shout out to Wisely, who's coming on later. He immediately texted me while we're doing this. Rongunshu is a top 5 P plus player right now. Marth and Lucario, so definitely going to see some sick Clairen out of this.
I mean, you literally just did a Dragon Ball fusion dance to create Clairen between those two characters. No wonder he's so
Furry and sword, got it.
It's just put together.
Yeah. All right. So they're gearing up now, doing their counter picks. Okay, Stango's gonna do the. Oh, Rosebloom, thank you for the character composition. Right on time as we're talking about it. Let's take a look into this character composition. Of course, if you want to follow Rosebloom, you can on We Need the Band Sonic. This is their account.
Rosebloom's the goat.
Rosebloom, Data God. Here you go. So, according to this list, what do we got here?
That looks
12
about right.
frags.
Yep. That math checks. You pick up the controller, you can pick up Crag.
And 8 locks. I did not expect that.
I'm a little surprised to see that few Zetterburns, if I'm being honest. I was talking about it earlier when we saw Mango. I don't think of Zetterburn as like an early meta character, and I do think that we're going to see more of him as the game goes on. And to the same extent, I think that Lox and definitely Crag are early meta characters, the ones that'll thrive. Like, you'll see it in, we saw it in like Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate both, for example. Ness and Bowser are both like early meta characters, and they'll thrive early on. I think that like Lox and Crag can definitely occupy that. Seeing a lot of Fleet as well, though, which I know that there is a high concentration of like established players playing Fleet. I'm surprised to see her be the 3rd most represented character.
Cycle back for just a second. Wisely the genius. Envy is a Crag player. Used to be a top PM Ike. So we're seeing a lot of PM and P plus players pick up this game. The movement really, really bringing people back home.
I feel like you could also be like, if you liked Ike and PM, like Lox makes sense to pick up. I feel just like this the way he swings.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Lox, and honestly, to the extent I think said Crag, and I think that Crag also makes sense as a PM Ike player. Just okay, here's a big hitbox to cover an area, and don't let me put you at the ledge because otherwise you're just dead. Sorry to say.
Yep. There's going to be, Ontario versus Pennsylvania, not too far. They're striking now again. Okay, looks like both players have checked in, selecting their character. Should be time to go now. Stango, of course, is our seed 3 for the tournament. He's just a god at any platform fighting game he plays. Always a pleasure to watch, like I said, especially the Gertie from Nasby. After this, we're going to watch the player that I'm cheering for now, which is, of course, the only Lox left in winners, which is Evil Nardwar praying that he goes all the way.
So
I'm excited for that one. We'll talk about it later, obviously, when it comes up. But playing against Luck is somebody that I want to talk about later on, for sure.
with the changes in this game, Zetter versus Clairen in Rivals 1 was a very polarizing matchup in Clairen's favor because, you know, obviously Marth Fox throughout history, Sword versus Spacey. Zetter's buffs to recovery makes this matchup significantly harder. You know, I as a R1 player, like, thrived on that matchup because you really could just throw them off stage and forget about them. Now, with how far that up B goes and how good it is, I think Stango's got to have a really good shot in this matchup. It's a very, very tough time for Clairen, but Rongunshu, hell of a player too. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Also, tons of players are already out of the bracket that you might not expect before top 32. But such is the way of the Coinbox. With 780 entrants, you're gonna get some upsets.
There's massacres along the way happens, especially when you look at Archangel, man. 703rd seed or something crazy like that. There's gonna be people fall.
I'm looking at it right now. You've got, for example, Leo and Mango are out at, I believe, 33rd.
Yeah, Zane's out, Leo's out, Cody's out, Mango's out.
Anathema and Cake Assault at
Cake
49th.
Assault.
Mao Kitty as well.
Not Cake.
Cake, yeah.
Solar Beam out at 49th as well, which is shocking to me. Solar Beam is crazy good at this game.
What about Soul Rifle? They still in?
Yeah, Soul Rifle is currently playing right now up against Elkies, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
A little shocking to see Soul Rifle go down early against Zach, winner's side round 1 of top 64.
Soul Rifle has been kind of switching around characters a little bit. I know Soul Rifle's got a really sick locks. Shout out Jackie Peanuts. Jackie Peanuts upset him in a beta bracket a couple of weeks back. When Soul Rifle was going primarily locks. So we'll see kind of how the character select kind of goes for him so far as this new game kind of develops. Soul Rifle kind of established himself towards the end of Rivals 1 as, you know, if not the predominant number 1, at the very least a 1-1A with Cake Assault, and along with Kusi. I mean, those were the 3 that, like, if they were at a tournament, they were winning. Everybody else was competing for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yeah, definitely one of the legends. I remember Soul Rifle was, like, the first, like, top player I played against in one of the backer betas, and that was the first time I knew what it was like to feel helpless in this game and go, oh, I get hit once and then I can put down my controller. Just rest assured, I'm going to die.
Yeah, no, you can just set up the combo dummy and be like, you know what, go nuts, get the clip, let at least tag me when you do it.
Here we go.
I can sit there being like the dying anime character, being like, at least I was a good warm-up. Here we go, Stango and Rongunshu. We've been waiting for a second. We're finally going to get to see them throw down the Zetter and the Clairen. Like you're saying, Brosa, definitely in history has been more of a polarizing matchup. Love that up B straight to the ledge to escape the jungle and get some of the fire, coating that pitch black Clairen cloak, but has not been able to get anything started just yet. Rongunshu's spacing has been perfect.
Yeah, remember how I was saying this was a bad matchup for Clairen?
Oh!
I might have been wrong.
It's still looking pretty solid for her. Goodness
Let's say less good matchup, but this is dominant so far. I'm wondering if
Stango's
this
not
might be
feeling that right now.
Oh, I mean, if there's only 13 ping there at the bottom, I don't know, like, what's the stopping here? Maybe it feels weird on their side.
Could be like a rollbacking thing as well, because that does happen at times.
I'm not sure why they're pausing.
I mean, it was a 6 stock. I don't think it was that sick.
Stango threw his controller and was like, "Oh man," which I doubt, because Stango's not that kind of individual.
All right, they're saying yeah, they want to play in Newark or in because they're saying the server was wrong.
Huh.
The server.
I've seen that happen a couple times, or at least I've seen people tweet about it.
They want to play on the Newark server, but they said they're in Toronto. Stango is arguing about the... Okay, hold on. Okay, well, I would like not to because you were teleporting on the screen. All right, they're gentlemaning restarting the set because apparently, on Stango's view, Rongunshu was teleporting all over the screen.
Oh, listen, it looked like he was instant transmissioning on our screen, too. I don't know what he wants.
Teleporting to the blast zone, even.
Okay.
That's just one of the things that happens with rollback sometimes, and especially in a game that's as movement intensive as Rivals, is that just every now and then, for sort of no reason, it's like not even the fault of the netcode, rollback just does that sometimes, where like even though the connection is really, really good, you're under 50 ping, sometimes things just kind of get crossed up, and sometimes you just kind of got to reset it and turn the router on and off, etc., you know, that sort of thing.
All right.
The internet's weird. We made rocks talk to each other.
We did.
The fact that this works at all is a miracle.
Do you think that's why Nintendo doesn't do rollback?
Oh, because it's hard? I mean, it absolutely has to be.
And there it is.
It doesn't look perfect, right? If it like you know, if it looks like it's bouncing on the screen, it looks like their game is like flawed, right? Whereas if they choose just what do they use? What's
delay based?
Delay, on delay based, even though it's laggy, the players remain where they're supposed to be, right?
I think the main thing is just that it's not like considered to be something that, well, actually I think the bigger thing is that they primarily focus on having, you know, you want to be able to do 4-player games online, and rollback is really not always super happy when you add in more players to take in those calculations.
Wow.
Speaking of not happy, even after the reset, Stango still cannot be pleased with the damage that Rongunshu has been putting on. This is game 1 restarting after some network issues have been fixed, and it doesn't look all too different from the beginning of that last one.
I was gonna say, this looks pretty similar, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh!
However,
It looks different now. It looks a little different now.
I guess so.
man, that move sucks to get hit by. Like, you hate when that happens.
Power dive!
Oh, okay. Not quite the spacing on the down smash, but it's still a great positioning tool.
What a
That works.
spot!
That works. That's real.
Wow!
Backest of back hits.
Take notes, kids. That's a combo.
Write that one down at home. Nice.
Wow, the wave land on.
Stango says, "Get me off this platform."
Okay, accepted. You will go off the platform. Nice little timber forward smash. Couldn't pick up an edge guard though. I love the use of the aerial neutral B. It looks so cool, and the timber sets up for 30 combos.
I remember when I first tried that out, like it's one of like the Genesis. Yeah, we're good? Question mark? Yeah.
All right, brings it back. Avoids the fireball. Snaps to ledge quickly too.
I love the patience from Rongunshu to dance around Stango there, but not commit to any big buttons, and it ends up paying off pretty big. Julesville has incredibly high ceilings, so even at that percent, Stango's able to live that up air, but Rongunshu did get a really big opening just on the dancing around some patience, and write it down, it's a combo!
If you needed any other evidence, if you do it once, great. If you do it twice, it's a confirm.
Could I have DI'd that? The answer is no.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
He went for it all. He went for it all. I respect it.
You're at 134%. That's a good stock exchange, I feel like.
Hey, don't mind a little 40% extra credit.
Oh, the waveland grab on the platform is so raw.
Rongunshu's grab game has been bonkers. We've not seen a player like this level when it comes to these grabs.
Really good awareness on the grabs, both offensively and defensively, too. We've seen some really well-timed spot dodges.
Oh!
Speaking of offense, good
Damn.
lord.
What a
Julesville,
tipper.
Smashville, it'll work. We go to the side of the stage. We hit the forward smash button. Like I said, you play this character, you will replace your C stick eventually, but it feels good to just smash that thing sideways.
Let that red stick fly until it is naught but dust. That is the sword character with Tipper Way.
that is my Nindo. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of thinking here from Stango, right? Like, 3 seed in the tournament. Obviously, Rongunshu's a 14 seed. We're not, like, debating the skill level between these two players. It's getting closer and closer. But you kind of got your ass kicked. And you got to think about this. You're going to stick with the Zetter, I assume. Probably Fire Capital unless it's banned. I mean, it's big enough to where you can kind of move around and navigate a little bit more. Maybe Air Armada because Clairen Recovery, not the best there. I imagine Arborian Harbor is going to be banned just because of the wonky stage layout. Rock Wall. Okay, we're going in the opposite direction. We're going to dive faster.
That was the last stage that I was expecting because, boy, we talked about it earlier with the when Leia was playing against Archangel and was pulling off some of the crazy up air ladder combos. That's exactly what Clairen gets off of this stage. Like, she loves Rockwall.
Thank you for the.
Elevator goes all the way up.
Thank you, Musty, for the $20 super chat. Am I competing in a tournament tonight? I was. I went 3-2 at my first ever Rivals tournament tonight. I think that was pretty good. And I lost to a Maple and a Fleet because I've never played a Maple or a Fleet before. But all things considered, 3-2 with blocks. I'm proud of myself.
This is a stacked event too. That's definitely nothing to sneeze at.
And then my round 1 comeback was insane.
3-2 in a tournament for a game where there are matchups that you have not played yet is very impressive. Like,
or especially like characters like Fleet, character models you've never even, or character designs you've never seen before. Like you don't play against a character with like a follow-up projectile. We're off the top, baby.
Wow!
oh my God! You won.
Whoa! Sorry. Thank you for the $100 super chat. Holy crap! Put some M's for Musty on YouTube. I did not expect that at all. It's been a quiet stream otherwise. Thank you, Musty. Wow.
Well, they gave a tip for the effort, and there is some effort from Stango as well. You know, again, Rockwall, don't know if that really helped out the combo, although the flat middle part of the stage definitely does give Stango some room to work with. Zetter does like to sort of avoid platforms because then you're giving your opponent a lot of ways to sort of DI and mix up your combos, and you're looking for, you know, if not crazy wave shine stuff, you are at least looking for simple follow-ups on the ground.
You tatas. 2 stocks apiece here, and this rock stage tipper up smash.
Jeez.
Man, I'm gonna watch this later, and just what unbelievable play! Oh, into the reverse grab. Excuse me. Rongunshu, I was not familiar with your game. I apologize.
You're gonna learn today.
It's been a quiet stream.
Musty, thank you for the 20. Yes, it has been. Apart from the viewership, it's been amazing. And what's not been quiet is the absolute combos that these Clairen players are hitting, because this character is probably the best in the game. The 20.
The way that we have been seeing these Clairen players go tonight, it has felt that way. And I love trying to follow up the combo, win the side B, caught the tip!
Damn!
Another tipper! Rongunshu does not drop anything!
Thank you so much, Musty. Again, I'm putting S for Silky for the 5 gifted. Rongunshu at the click his ticket in.
And there it is.
Just like that.
Yeah, this is a stock away. I mean, Stango's incredible, but like this is just like pretty lopsided. This stage, running lead with a lot of comebacks, and now we're a stock apiece. So honestly, who knows?
Whoa!
Man, top level right now.
I'm sorry, Musty gifted 50 YouTube memberships. Holy shit.
Holy
goodness.
moly.
Dude, put some M's for Musty. Oh my god. Musty, I'm just gonna play the standard alert on Twitch because it looks nicer. Put some M's for our boy. That is incredible. Thank you so much.
You love to see it. That's why.
Wow.
That's why we come to work, folks.
And you know what? Those gift subs, those donos, they might be powering up Stango too, because just as you were saying that it was looking lopsided, Rosa, it was turning around pretty quickly. I say was.
Wow.
Just as I curse it, Rongunshu with a tipper down air grabs the ledge, closes it out 2-0, just as Stango got cooking. Canada.
Mona, let's review our Clairen class real quick. What was that we just saw?
I